So welcome back to another episode. Now, I was just getting ready to go to bed, and I got all these tweets sent to me. And I was reading them, and I was speechless. I'm like, these cannot be real. This cannot be a real thing. And I had to go and check out his official Twitter. Something I never do. I don't follow this guy at all. I just heard all the controversy over him, about him over the years. Anyways, Kanye West has come out on Twitter and he's declared that his next album will be the Grafx 16. I swear to God, I almost fell out of my seat. I had to reread it 100 times. I'm like, did he get hacked? What is going on here? I was totally blown away by the pure randomness. I would expect a lot of people would say, yeah, my next album will be the Nintendo Entertainment System. Or, something like the Sega Genesis. But to pick something so obscure like the TurboGrafx, a machine, as you guys know, I really love. I did, growing up, it was an oddball system. Let's be honest, it was an oddball system. And it wasn't mainstream. So I was blown away that he would mention such an underground system. And I know he's kidding. Let me say that first. Of course he's kidding. I don't believe it, much that this guy has to say. But then I started reading some more of his tweets, and I thought he was just trolling. I'm being really fucked up, saying I'll just pick some obscure system and, say that's my new album. But I was reading some of his tweets, and he was talking about how Blazing Lasers was one of his favorite games growing up, and I'm like, wow, This is something, it's funny. People can be whoever they want to be in life and all that. But whenever I hear that they were gamers and they were into like the TurboGrafx 16 or the Neo Geo, it just like blows me away, and I get some kind of small respect. And I was like, he played Blazing Lasers? Like, wow. And there's a lot of people who are like pissed off about it in a lot of forums, and I won't say what those forums are, but they're like, oh, fuck this is bullshit. Him just spreading the bad words of the TurboGrafx, smearing its name. And I'm here to say that the TurboGrafx has never had an amazing name and has never been mainstream. So for one night, for it to get a bit of notoriety by a bunch of people, and most people out there, all of his fans, will be scratching their heads going, what the heck is the TurboGrafx? And I was just so blown away, and a lot of people asking me what I thought about it, and obviously I said something to do with the fact of, when my tweet back was to the Final Zone 2, a great game on the TurboGrafx CD-ROM, and, never forget with bazookas and Colonel Bowie, but that's an inside joke for TurboGrafx fans, and I was totally blown away. So, guys, I'm telling you, get ready for the brand new album. It's going to come in a box like this that you'll have to open up, and it'll... Yeah, wouldn't that be the most hilarious thing? Obviously, that's not going to happen, but very funny. Of all weird things for him to mention the TurboGrafx, and hey, cool for him for growing up and playing a pretty cool underground system. I'm sure he played a lot of Keith Courage back in the day, and that was really cool for him to mention that. I'll give him that. But what do you guys think? Mentioning the TurboGrafx 16 is very oddballish. It's a very strange thing to do, and yeah, he has a lot of followers, so there's a lot of people listening to this news tonight, and I oddly got brought into it because I'm a huge TurboGrafx fan, and people thought it would be interesting to hear what I would have to say about it, and I think it's pretty cool. I think it's hilarious. I think it's something very odd and very strange for a Friday night. I don't know what he's drinking, but I need some of it. Absolutely. So anyways, guys, until next time.